Hi everyone, this is Lauren with Tripleseat. In this video, we're going to talk about the difference between customers, groups, and locations within Tripleseat. Within Tripleseat, we have different options in the way that we can set up your venues and organize your information. Right now on the screen, you're seeing our test site, Blue Water Restaurant. This is the back end of Tripleseat. So what you see first here is the customer name, Blue Water Restaurant. This is going to be the parent or umbrella company. This might be your hospitality group name, such as ABC Hospitality. Underneath the customer, you're going to see the groups that make up the customer. Here we have Blue Water Hotels, Blue Water London, the North Region, and the South Region. Customers might choose to group their venues by region, by brand, or by market. You'll see that underneath the group names, you can have several locations that make up this group. So the locations are going to be the individual venues. When locations are grouped together, such as all of these locations under North Region, they're going to share the same settings for things like site-wide preferences and user role access. The grouped locations will share a contact and account database, and they're also able to be reported on as a whole. When you break out your locations into groups, the accounts and contact database, most of the settings, as well as the reporting is going to be completely separate from your other groups. So let's go ahead and log in and show you what this grouping might look like. So logging into the Tripleseat dashboard, you can see at the top left here, we're logged into the North Region group. You'll want to note that one user could have access to multiple groups, and they could have access to all of the locations within that groups or just specific locations within the group. Other users might have only access to one group and one location within that group. It's completely up to you how you want to structure your access. So when I'm on the North Region group, if I were to click on reporting, accounts, or contacts, you want to note that I would be only looking at the North Region account and contacts, and I would only be reporting on the North Region locations. If I'm a user who does have access to multiple groups, I can switch between the groups by clicking the expand button at the top right here. And now I'll go into that South Region group. Best practices would be to have a different color set up for your groups so that you can be sure of what site you're on. North Region had a blue color, South Region is set up with red. Now that we're on the South Region group, accounts and contacts are separate from the North Region, and the reporting would also be completely separate. We would only be reporting on South Region locations. A good indicator of needing to separate your locations into different groups would be if you do need the reporting to be separate for these locations, you want separate contact and account databases, and you need the settings to be completely separate as well. If within your business you have some locations that are under completely separate ownership, you don't want them tied to the same parent company, so we don't want them in this Blue Water Restaurant customer. This would need to be set up as its own customer entirely. So here, just have this test account with its own group set up. You want to note that if you are setting up as a completely separate customer, users who need to have access to this customer as well as Blue Water Restaurant would need to have two completely different user logins. So Tripleseat users are able to toggle between the different groups with one login, but they're not able to toggle between different customers. This would require two unique email addresses to log in with. If you have any questions or need us to clarify this further, please let us know. You can always reach out to our support team, support@tripleseat.com.